1 year ago this week, we put the plastic up on our new hoop house. And we just finished transplanting our cherry tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, cucumbers, and green peppers, red peppers for this season. We had no idea just how much production we could get out of this little hoop house. Having never grown in a hoop house or a context like this before, we had no idea what to expect. So our first year was full of a lot of surprises and a lot of learning. Our hoop house is an old design. It's an old nursery greenhouse we got at an auction a long time ago. The prices for these things have gone up a lot since 2020, and they keep going up. So we felt it was a good use of material we already had on hand to modify it a little bit and turn it into something very useful and not too expensive. So I think the biggest thing we learned of everything was that, we were so worried. We were really concerned with cold weather. So we built an insulated frost barrier on the outside, which here on the prairies, it could be -30 or colder in wintertime. So we wondered how long it would be until the soil unfroze. It turns out that we could plant probably first week of March, maybe even late February, no problem. Even if it's -30 in January, it won't go much below -20 in the hoop house at nighttime, and during the day, if it's sunny, will be above 0. The average over time keeps the soil warm, and it acts like a climate battery, a heat mass that releases energy at night. We were worried it would be too cold in March and maybe April, but it turns out the heat mass works much better than we expected. And with a fabric row cover, we could be good to start cold hardy crops even without extra heat. Just like the cold weather worrying, we were also not sure about airflow. So we installed roll-up sides, and when it's a hot day, the cool air from outside just moves right in and pushes the hot air inside the hoop house out. It's really amazing to be standing in here in midsummer and feeling that. So we were also surprised we didn't need to put fans all over the place. We learned a lot about what were good things for us to grow in this hoop house and what weren't, but we learned the most about trellising and keeping a check on these plants. They grow so fast that you need to be in here every week making adjustments. Cucumbers, I think, was the biggest learning curve for me. Again, never having grown these things in this context before, the best way to do it is to just go ahead and go through a season, reflect and readjust. So now today, after one season, we're way more confident that we can keep up with that growth, and we're way more confident in our nutrition program, and we've optimized for the varieties that worked best here last season. Like our permanent beds in the field, we also found the same soil principles applied. So keeping our soil covered with mulches, broad forking our clay, and maintaining the nutrition results in some pretty nice soil that even after a winter is alive and well. So it's been really cold this April, and the soil outside is still frozen, but in here there's earthworms moving around and critters that you see when you are digging holes for the transplants. It's really nice to see this development after just one season. So it's still a bit cold this spring, and we just got a furnace recently. We are playing a bit on the safe side and covering our plants up at night just to be sure. Once we get familiar with how it is to heat this hoop house on a cold night, we probably won't use the covers. So for now, it's just a precaution. These plants look really nice and cute right now, but in about a month we're going to be struggling to keep up. So here's to our second season, and we'll see what we can learn this year now that we've gotten a little bit better. We know what to expect, and we'll just try to keep on improving.